Hi, the one person viewing. I feel like this lighting is terrible. Waiting on Patra.
Hello.
Greetings, Mac.
You on?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said greetings. Are you from Europe? Bear with us. I'm so awkward. Like, I be freaking out about going live. Jamaican. Oh, yes. I got that. I mean, I don't want to stereotype. I guess that's be stereotyping, but typically people that's not from this country are like greetings or wagwan. Mac.
Waiting in the thing.
All right, let me add you to the stream. To the stream.
Here I am. Okay.
It didn't do that weird thing that it usually does this time.
What happened? I like this t-shirt. What is it?
Oh, you know this one. Martine Rose. This is like the one principle I have. It's like this. It's reversible.
That's the one that she sent you?
Yeah. No, this is the one that I bought. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. How was your day?
My day? That's what you asked me?
Yeah, how are you? How is your
It's been good. I've been relaxing. I've been asleep all day. Yeah, I literally I woke up. I took like a 2-hour nap and then I woke up and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna meditate. So I was laying there and I had my eyes closed. I fell back asleep.
Did you meditate in bed or did you get up and actually go meditate?
I was meditating in bed.
Okay. See, I'm like, am I meditating or am I asleep? Do you ever have that thought or do you like legit?
Yes, I set myself up for failure. Because anytime I'm like, know that I'm waking up, like even in the mornings, like I have to get up, I have to work out, and then I have to meditate. I can't just wake up and just straight meditate. I'm gonna fall back asleep.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But yeah, I feel like today has been cozy because it's been raining. So I've been inside, just relaxing. The other night I was up until like 4 a.m. editing a video. So I was catching up on sleep basically.
Yeah. Dude, like, don't to get at like 4 a.m. Like, whew. If you don't get it like at least, 5 hours the next day, it's like zombie mode.
Yeah. I'll get like 2, 3, because I always wake up at like 7. So
Wow.
Hi Dasha.
Hey, hi
Dasha.
Yeah.
She is not worried about us.
I know, never.
How's your day?
It was cool. I just had work, study at work. And yeah, today was like a very busy day for me actually. Like I was telling you, I took on like this client that I'm doing personally styling for or whatever. And yeah, I've just been so good. I'm like, wow, this is how busy people feel. Like I'm tired. Like I'm sending emails, I'm sending texts,
right.
I'm creating credit card authorization shit. I'm just like, oh my God, that's a lot of stuff. I'm busy.
That's good.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know if I'll be that busy tomorrow or the next day after that, but yeah, that's
it's good to be busy. Hey, Kelvin.
Hey, Kelvin. Is there? Probably because you're in the next room. Connor's talking about some bad echo.
Hmm?
I said, Connor's talking about some bad echo. I don't think so. Can't see me.
Like he's watching the stream.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. So you didn't tell me what else you did. So you meditated and did what else?
I literally fell back asleep, and then when I woke up, first of all, I forgot what I was dreaming about. I was dreaming that I was like going to dinner at some. First of all, I was in a J.C. Penney like outlet parking lot. It was so strange and random.
JC Penney.
J.C. Penney. I was at J.C. Penney with my mom, and then we were trying to get to this like hot restaurant, but we had to like park in the J.C. Penney parking lot for some reason. I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. But then I woke up and I cleaned my room like a little bit. And yeah, I made some tea, ordered some food, and now we are here. I'll probably be up late tonight because I need to like plan out some videos for the
Yeah.
week since I only posted once this week. So that's gonna be once we get off the live stream, my night. So my day is just getting started. This is morning for me.
Wow. Dang. Do you find that you're a night owl? Like, that's why I feel like I'm alive is in the nighttime.
I feel like recently, yes. Like I used to work overnights, so I had no other choice but to change my circadian clock or whatever to that. But now I normally go to sleep around like 10, 11. I'll be asleep early. But girl, recently, like these past few weeks, I've been up. Like I've been drinking my yerba mate tea. And I know Kevin. I know. We missed the podcast too. We was talking about it last week. I don't know if you
I know. I missed the podcast. Our podcast was so lit. And I feel like I'm sorry, my boobs be itching. I'd be like scratching them in front of any and everybody. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, I miss our podcast. And I didn't know that we was like truly just, I don't know, doing a damn thing. But we was.
I know. It's just like we said last week, it's easier to do this than it is to do the podcast just right now based on our schedules. Because we have like completely opposite schedules.
Yeah. But this is cute. Like I love this. Like
yeah. And we can like interact with people.
That's where we started.
Exactly, it is. It definitely is. But yeah, that was basically what happened with me today.
I love that though. Like sometimes you gotta catch up on sleep, dude. Like, and you look refreshed too. Like you feel so refreshed. You look so refreshed once you get sleep. A good sleep.
Have you been staying up late recently?
Yeah. And yeah, but I want to really change that pattern. I'm at a stage getting into our mental health segment.
Yeah.
I'm at a stage where I'm just like, it's time to stop saying and do it. When it comes to like, I don't know, working out and eating better and drinking more water, like it's things you know you need to do. So, yeah. But
so, how's your mental health this week?
My mental health this week is better. I would rate my mental health overall like a 7. A 7. It's a constant effort, every day. This week, I was like, I don't know, just really just being more mindful of my thoughts and telling myself whenever I started thinking negatively, just replace those with positive thoughts. And it's crazy, like seeing or like being like aware of like negativeness in your brain and just, starting to just be like, it becomes like, I don't know, like you start to laugh at that little devil in your head. Cause it's just like, once you start thinking positively and just being like, no, like shut up. Like that ain't true. That's not true. Like, it's just like a freaking bully in your head or something. I know you sound so insane right now, but
no, I definitely get what you mean. It's just like a thought, like that'll come up, like those little thoughts that be trying to like knock you off your pivot.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
So
literally just like, why? Like, for what? And
exactly.
like, if you don't take it serious, then it's like, all right. It's just a passing thought. On to
Yep.
the next. Because sometimes you can be fighting in your head.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, oh my god. I'm like, I feel insane. I feel insane. Because I'm going back and forth. Like, yeah.
I be
But
like that all the time.
in these past couple days, I feel like my positive person in my head beat up the negative person in my head
That's good.
because I was more optimistic and just more in a better mood and everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We love
How
that.
about you? Who's your mental health at?
I say my mental health was like at an 8 this week.
That's
I
great.
say like a good 8 because yeah, last week I told you I was reading more, like reading, and then I've been listening to this YouTube channel from this guy called Joseph Rodriguez, and it's just like he basically talks about like different like philosophical theories with like the mind and thoughts and feelings and stuff.
Mhm.
And I listen to that like every day, like in the morning times or like on my break or on my way to work. And that just be keeping me like in a mindset of like if something happens or like if that thought, like a bad thought creeps up, I just push it to the side. I'm like, it's literally just a thought. Like it's nothing to dwell on, it's nothing serious. Like it's just something like in my head. So that's kind of I guess where I've been at mentally, just like thinking, just planning for the future and remembering, like, okay, I'm going to get there. It doesn't matter how I get there. Like, I'm going to get there.
Mhm.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I think this is my food.
Oh man, the negative thoughts really do be trying. I'm telling you, but I feel like if it's just like anything, if you work at it every day, if you just work on thinking positively more so than negatively and just being mindful, like, no, even just like when you talk to other people, like I even found like I hate when I'm just like super negative or everything, I don't know. Even if it's just like something small, like, oh, it's so like gloomy outside. Like I just try to be more optimistic when I speak because no one wants to be around a negative Nancy. Oh, but yeah. What are you guys up to? Where are you guys from? If you guys don't mind me asking for the 6 people that's here right now. Where are you guys from? Anybody from Chicago? Okay. Come here, duty. No. 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 Patra is going to get her food. I don't know. I'm sitting here in silence because you guys aren't talking to me. The Netherlands, but I live in the UK. Oh, Tayo, what's up? You live in the Netherlands? But I live in the UK now. Nice. North Carolina, nice. I've been in North Carolina. And the Netherlands is on my list to go to. Anything that you would recommend going in the Netherlands or specific? Yeah, probably answer. Yeah. Place.
Oh, what you asked? You asked where people were from?
Yeah.
Yes, Victoria representing from North Carolina. I'm
Hey,
from North
Patrick.
Carolina too.
I be forgetting that you're from North Carolina. And it's you know what's so crazy, Patrick?
What?
I don't know if I've ever asked you this, but like, I don't know. I've been to North Carolina and I'm not saying I'm not trying to,
What you have to say?
but not, a lot of people they wasn't necessarily into fashion. They was more so into like
Mhm.
practical dressing, which is totally cool. But you coming from North Carolina, I'm pretty sure I have asked you this question, but anyway, let's answer it again. What really got you into fashion? Like, and two, in case y'all don't know, Patra has a whole style Instagram that she had a couple years ago that she
Mhm.
has like 15, I don't know how many thousands of people. Anyway, don't leave while you hot. That's how amazeful. But
Girl. Um, honestly,
yeah.
it's so crazy. I did an IG live the other day with one of my friends who's starting like a little fashion series, and she asked
Mhm.
me like where I like first got my like fashion influence or like who influenced my style. And I had a cousin, well, I still have a cousin, and when we were younger, like she would always go out and she would be so dressed up. And it was like all the adults would just be so cute, but like she wore heels every day, whether she was working, like she just always looked so good. And it was like she just had a natural style. So it's like I looked up to her, and then of course like music and like 106 and Park and music videos. And then I guess like more high fashion would be like for me, America's Next Top Model, and that made me want to like look at magazines and learn about modeling agencies and stuff. So that's really where it started for me.
Wow.
hmm And then moving to New York, of course, it was like, okay, like I want to move to New York. So when I got here, it was like a culture shock.
Yeah.
Like, of course, how I dress now is not how I dressed when I first got here.
And I want to get back to the fashion part, but like, what is the most thing that culturally shocked you moving from North Carolina to here?
I think just how attainable or like yeah, I guess how attainable like high luxury brands were. Like I was working in Soho when I first got here. So as soon as I came to New York about 2 weeks in, I was working in Soho and I'm like literally just jaw drop. Seeing like all the stores that are here and then I worked on Fifth Avenue. So it's like just, like the main areas where it's like these designer stores and just being like, wow, and seeing how people dress. So yeah.
Dang. You wasn't
Mhm. Hmm?
wasn't scared?
Girl, no. When I came to New York, I feel like I'm more scared now, honestly. I feel like my anxiety in New York is like on 10 right now. I mean, it's a lot that's been happening in New York, so makes sense why. But like if like the other day the L train wasn't working and I walked to the M train to because I had to that's like the closest station outside of the L for me. And girl, I this guy is like, oh, like he's like, how do I take the L train? And I couldn't gauge like if he was like, stable or not. And I was just like, oh, like, you have to take the M, da, da, da. And he just went off. He just started going crazy. He's like, I don't want to take the fucking like M train. I was like, all right, let me just walk away. Like,
Oh,
literally, I just walked away, but I'm just like, I can't take it.
see, yeah, that'd be scary. That'd be so scary.
But I'll be having my little pepper spray, so
You see the lady on the train
what
when the
happened?
guy had picked her up by her hair on the train?
No.
Girl, it was crazy. It was like an
Where is
older,
this?
I don't know, maybe it had to been in the weeks prior.
Um,
But anyway, this guy got on the train, like, I don't know. He was clearly out of his mind. And he picked the lady hair up. The lady was so scared. Like she was crying.
yeah.
Then he like just threw her.
Mm, yeah.
Girl. I'm like, mm-mm.
Oh, New York they need to do something it's like I feel bad for these people who have mental health issues because most of the crime is coming from that. And it's like, in my eyes or like my viewpoint from it is that they need a home. They need somewhere to sleep. So going to jail is better than being in the streets. So anyone that's nearby, if they are in the way, can get it. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I feel. And also, these people don't have proper medication. There's no one taking care of them. So, like, they might be prescribed medication, but they're not taking it. Therefore, they're acting out.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure these shootings that have happened and like murders, like most recently, have been from people who have mental health issues in New York. And it's like so normal, but it's not actually normal. Like, we walk, like, we are on the trains with these people every day.
Yeah.
And most times it's just like, okay, just ignore them and you'll be fine, which that's normally it is that way, but I don't know. There needs to be something else set in place for these people.
Yes. And also, I mean, obviously, if the person has a gun, but for instance, that story I was just telling you with the lady picked her up out of here.
Hmm.
Nobody wants to help her. I feel like it needs to be more banding together.
Yeah,
More,
like community.
yeah. Because I'm sorry, like it should have been automatic, like 10, at least 10, 20. Come on now. We all can take it.
Right, girl. There was a situation, like a domestic violence situation that I witnessed on Mother's Day. Well,
What?
it wasn't even like I saw it. Like this guy was just arguing with this girl at my train station. And I'm like, it's Mother's Day. She had a baby with her. No one was helping. So my friend, I have my headphones on so I can hear, but my friend was like, she said she's scared. So I literally go back down the stairs and I'm like asking her through the gate. I'm like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? And he's still like yelling at her. So she's not answering. He's like, oh, like we're fine. Like, we're fine. And I don't know why, but I was just like, I'm not talking to you. Like I'm asking her, like, is she okay? Girl, why he come out of the gates and he starts like charging at me and he's like, I said we're fucking okay. Like you need to keep walking. Da, 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 da. So he's literally like I'm walking up the steps to leave and he's like walking me up the steps. And so I'm just like, oh,
No.
I wish I could do something about this. So I go into the deli and normally there's like police like around the area because I was just gonna be like, yo, y'all need to go, check the situation because I don't want to call 911. Like, but I'd rather them just check the situation. No cops around. So I go in the deli and I'm with my friend and I'm like, okay, if we don't see anything happening, like, we'll just let it be. Girl, they come upstairs and he's like dragging her across the street and no one's doing anything. Mind you, it's broad daylight. It's like 2 p.m. in the day. And it turned into a whole situation, like a whole situation. So now it's like I gotta watch my back in my own neighborhood. But yeah, I won't get into details, but yeah, girl. So it's like no one does anything, but there's like, all these men, like someone could have checked that situation. She's walking with a baby, she's crying, he's dragging her across the street, and no one's doing anything. Nothing.
Right. Like,
It
come
was pissing me
on.
off. And it's
Yeah.
like clearly if I would have intervened too much, he would have hit me. Like clearly he was like not in his right mind. But it just sucks, that no
Yeah.
one does anything.
It's yeah. It really do.
Crazy.
That's when I feel like I guess that's when they say New Yorkers mind their business, whatever. That whole
Mhm.
stereotype. But like, I don't know. Somebody needs to talk
Yeah.
about it publicly.
Yeah. And it's like I get that domestic violence can also be like, iffy because the next day the girl's literally walking with the guy and they're like smiling, walking down the street. But it's just like in that moment, something still should have been done about it because that child sees that happening and thinks that that's okay. It's not. Which is
Yeah.
why I said something in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like New York and like everything that's been going on has definitely affected my mental health recently. And since the pandemic has started, honestly, because it was pretty crazy. But I've just been trying to, remain in my little bubble,
Yeah.
stay safe. Like I was just thinking if I didn't take the train, my life would be completely different. Like I'd be living a completely different lifestyle. The train is like the trenches.
Oh, girl, I swear I was thinking that the other day, like, damn, I really get on this dark dungeon like every time. And I be thinking, like, oh, it's just 30 minutes or whatever. It's just like, but I'm like, no, like that's still too long to be under here with these random people. It's like underground,
Mhm.
like, I have to
You're
do this.
exposed to so much, and
Yes.
it's supposed to be looked at as normal.
Yes.
I think that all the time. I definitely want a car. Like within the next year or two, I
Yeah.
definitely want a car because I cannot continue taking the train.
But then it's like cars too. That gives me anxiety because it's like parking in New York is insane.
But I think I'd rather deal with that.
Really?
I'd
Um,
rather deal with moving my car across the street for the cleaners. I'd rather deal with that than like being on the train and not knowing when someone gonna snap,
yeah,
you know.
that's so true.
But I feel like you live in the like me living in Brooklyn, I can't just like hop in a car. Like if I lived in Harlem or if I lived in the city, I might just like hop in Ubers more often.
But them mugs add up, especially in
True.
New York. Like I feel like the Ubers are especially expensive here.
Yeah. I feel like because of where you live though, it's not as expensive. But maybe it's the same amount as like going to Brooklyn. Because
Yeah.
how much does an Uber normally cost you?
Going from my house to like my job, for instance, in the morning it's like $60.
Okay, so it's about the same.
Yeah. But yeah,
Dang, that's expensive.
crazy. Yeah, I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's too expensive.
How much is it like over from your house to your job?
It's probably like 50 to 60 during like rush hour. But also, I feel like the time I go to work is no longer rush hour, so it's probably around like 40
Okay, so
to
and
50.
that's crazy to say this because like that's not bad. In New York, it's like that's not bad. $40 for a Uber.
That's not bad. Most times, if I'm like in LES, my Ubers cost around like 30 to $40. Because
To
like if
Brooklyn?
I'm out, if I go out, I always like Uber home. I cannot take
Yeah.
the train. The one time I took the train, I mean, I was with Cam, so it was fine. But girl, there was a whole fight that broke out. Like
Mm,
these two guys beat this man up, and I'm like, this is why I don't take the train at night. It's too much. It's too
it's
much.
too much.
After midnight, I honestly after 11 p.m. I'm not on the train. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I ain't got time.
Oh yeah. And it's crazy too because I just got so accustomed to just taking the train. I don't even. I try to put Uber out of my head,
Mhm.
but then some days like, I really don't want to take the train. You be like, oh,
Mhm.
because
For me, girl, if I could Uber every day, I would.
I'm
Trying to,
telling you,
I would live the lifestyle of Ubering every day.
yeah, don't know,
I would.
just Uber. What other place other than New York would you love to live in?
Um, I want to move out of the country. I feel like somewhere in Europe or like Japan, those are ideal. Those are like where I plan on being once I like relocate. I feel
Long
like I'll always have a home in New York, like an apartment or a condo that I buy, and maybe I just Airbnb it. But I want to live like part of the year in Europe and part of the year in Japan.
I love that.
Yeah, because I
But
feel like
if you had to choose USA, where would you go?
if I had to choose the US,
Yeah.
mm, hmm, I said I haven't thought about it. Maybe it's like I wouldn't want to move to LA, but I've also never been, so I can't say, but I just feel like I wouldn't. I feel
Mm,
like once you move to LA, it's like you're living in the Matrix.
yeah,
You're
kind of.
living in like I don't know, like a frou-frou bubbly lifestyle matrix.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, that is definitely true. And you gotta have a car too, living in California. Like that's huge,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of driving. But
And, I don't know. Maybe like Houston.
okay,
Family in Atlanta, so I wouldn't mind living in Atlanta. I loved Atlanta when I went. I've always, I mean, I grew up going to Atlanta a lot, so I like it there.
okay, that's on
What
my
about
list.
you?
Yeah, Atlanta. Um, so if I had to stay in the U.S., it would probably have to be like somewhere where it's like hot most of the time. So like
Mhm.
Arizona.
Okay.
someplace like or New Orleans. It would have to be there. Either of those.
Ooh,
And
New
then
Orleans.
out of the country, I never been, but I think I would be a Paris gal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard good things about Seoul in Korea.
I used to watch a lot of Korean like YouTubers. I still do from time to time. I don't know. I just be
I
so,
do too sometimes.
but I love like yeah, right?
It just be popping up in my recommended. I'm like, ooh, styling. Yes.
Yeah, and some
Um,
Korean food. Oh, Korean food.
yeah, I love Korean food.
Like
I think if I go to Europe, I would go to Rome. And I'm only saying this because most recently I was talking to this vintage dealer, and she lives in Rome. And like she basically sources all her pieces from there, and it's just so good.
really?
So good.
Oh, I'm
So
sure. I mean, that's
I
the
would
best
love
stuff.
to just, vintage shop. That's what I want to do. I want to literally go to like Europe and like vintage shop.
I feel like me and you both, wherever we go, we're gonna be finding a vintage shop.
Hmm. Have you heard of it's called Les Poussées. It's a flea market in Paris. I think it's the largest flea market in Paris, if I'm not mistaken. And they have like just so many different shops. Like it starts from like little small like Parisian like shops that sell vintage things all the way up to like this shop that sells like archive like Alaya and
What?
Givenchy like for tens of thousands of dollars, but you can buy it like pieces that would be in museums, but you can buy them.
I think you told me about it before, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I want to go there for sure.
I want to go to freaking Japan. I cannot believe you went to Japan, dude.
Yeah, Japan is great. I want to go back.
How long was you there?
I was in Japan for a week, like a little over a week, and then I went to the Philippines from there for like a week and a half, which was
Damn.
also beautiful. The Philippines was beautiful. Loved it there.
Oh, you should get a tattoo. I don't know. I don't remember you
Hmm?
saying. Did you get a tattoo when you was there?
No, no, no.
Okay.
My only tattoo is this one on my arm right here,
That's your
and
only tattoo?
and on my back. I have one, but I'm gonna get the one on my back covered up
Mm,
because it's like just a little sun. But I want something bigger on my back, so I'm gonna get it covered.
okay. I just got a tattoo. I haven't even.
Yes.
Cause I'm an angel.
Yes, I love it.
Anybody that knows me for real would like think that this is hilarious because I'm furthest from
And
it.
it's so like girly.
Right?
Angel.
And I like the font too. I was just like, I like the font.
Where did you go?
It's like a tramp stamp type of like look to it.
Mm-hmm. It
Um,
is.
I went to damn, I forget the tattoo artist, but it's so crazy. So the dude who tattooed me walked in like the Tom Brown show. He was like a model. And he's
I
crazy.
love it.
I went on like Friday the 13th and he was like smoking a cigarette outside. I'm like, damn, that boy is so damn beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he must be a model. And then I went in, I'm like, oh, he a tattoo. And he ended up tattooing me. He was a sweetest little boy, like
Oh,
dang. He was like 21 or something, but
okay.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I just walked into the Tom Brown show. And he was like telling me how he was tattooing. He's like over modeling. And I was asking him, like, did you take pieces from the Tom Brown? She's like, no. He's like, they never give us pieces. I was
Damn.
like, dang. Do you ask though? Look, do you ask? That show like, come on, Tommy. Come on.
Nah, come on, Tommy. Let me
Because
keep
I mean, by that time,
something.
if I'm modeling for you, you're gonna be Tommy by that time.
Let me just hold on to this.
Right. Come on, you gotta just come on.
Max said, would you all consider living rurally or off of the grid out of the big cities, farmland? Well,
Hell yeah.
yes.
Hell yes. That's my
Oh
dream
my God, yes.
personally. Yeah.
Yes. I would love that. I grew up in the country. I was born in the country, so I would love that.
That's yeah, I feel like that's and you saying that too. I didn't even grow up in the country, but being from Chicago, mostly your family come from the South. And
Right.
growing up with like Southern people, like I grew up basically like Southern, like going outside
Mhm.
with no shoes on and eating
Mhm.
egg bones and all that. I love it. And I love it. Like going to like Alabama. Like I've been to Alabama several times because my family used to be in Alabama.
Mhm.
So quiet, like I don't know, but it is racist. That's something to thinking about. But
Right.
if you
Yeah.
live off the grid in a place like that, hell yeah.
You're right. Oh my God. I would love living off the grid is actually like a part of my it needs to be a part of my lifestyle because I live off the grid in New York in my apartment.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just be in my room.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember going to visit my grandpa. Like he lived in the country his entire life. Like to the point where he was going to like crops and like getting corn and like fresh tomatoes, like things like that.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds like so beautiful to me. And like that's when you living like that, it's just like you don't have a phone, you're not concerned about that type of stuff. And
At
that's what
all.
I love about it too. It's just back to the roots, I guess,
Mhm.
so to speak.
Literally.
Or hand washing your own clothes. And just taking life slow and that sounds so beautiful.
Yeah. You ever ate fatback? Of course.
Wait, what's fatback?
Fatback meat, it's like pork, but you like fry it and it's kind of
Oh yeah,
crispy.
it's like fat.
It's like crunchy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like little like strips. Well, how I had it is they're crunchy, but you can put it in like beans. If you put it in beans, it's soft for like extra flavor. Or if you put it in
okay.
collard greens,
Okay.
it gives it like more flavor.
I think I know what you're talking about. But is it like in compared to like what is those things called?
What you thinking of?
Those pork chips?
Like pork rinds?
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a more real version of that,
it's
basically.
more meaty because those are literally like chips. Pork
Yeah.
rinds are like chips, but fatback meat is like actual meat.
So it's not crunchy like a chip.
It's not crunchy like it's fried pork.
Okay.
Like you literally fry it and you can like have it just on the side of like whatever meat you're eating. Or like I said, you could put it in beans or collard greens and it's like more soft, but it gives it like just a great taste. I said I don't even eat pork anymore, but great times.
I heard that's the one thing too that gets you vegans or vegetarians or pescatarians is pork. I heard
like
that's the one thing.
like if we eat it again.
Or no, smelling it. Like that's the one thing that make y'all want to go back to eating meat.
For me, it's chicken.
Really?
If I smell chicken, I'm like, mm, some good
That's
fried
what
chicken. Yeah, fatback meat is like a southern staple.
for me, neck bones. Oh my god. I'm finna buy me some neck bones tomorrow. With hot
Neck
sauce.
bones is so good.
Oh, they be so good. Mm,
Neck bones are definitely good.
I would tear it up. Tear it up.
For me, it's beef.
Mallory, remember Mallory?
Yes. I love that.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
I've never been to Oklahoma.
Neither.
I've never been to other southern states other than like Florida. I've been to Florida, I've been to Georgia, I've been to South Carolina, and I've been to North Carolina and Virginia. But I've never been to like Tennessee. I've never been to Louisiana.
Yeah, you got it. I always tell people I'm always rooting for New Orleans. New
Oh,
Orleans,
I that's like I have to go there.
you got to.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And that too, that you can kind of live like off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
like New Orleans. That's why I feel like Solange love it so much. Oh, a road
A road
trip.
trip would be fun. Do you drive?
No,
Okay.
I
Well,
gave you driving.
I have to do all the driving.
Or we could just have somebody. It could be 3 people or 4 people, whatever.
Could. It could.
Yeah,
Cam drives too. We could do like a couple. Does Connor drive?
yeah, he can drive.
Okay, bad. So we good.
Very
You just
carefully.
gotta sit back and relax then.
Exactly. Somewhere, I don't know, quick. Not quick, but like not so long.
Literally, we could do a road trip to New Orleans.
That would be like 14 hours.
That's okay. It's a road trip.
Eh. I would be down to go to like Connecticut,
Mm.
That's like 2 hours.
Connecticut is not even that far.
It's far.
It's
Another
not.
or DC. Look.
Okay. DC would be fun actually. I haven't been to DC since I don't
Have
know.
you
The 5th grade when we went on a trip to DC. We went on a trip to DC in 5th grade.
I don't know anything about DC.
So,
I
visit the
mean,
Capitol, the White
right.
House.
Yeah.
Literally, oh my God. That was a fun trip though. I can't lie.
Really?
Yeah, that was fun.
You from North Carolina, y'all went to DC?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It's either the 4th grade or the 5th grade. I can't remember which one, but it's like, you have the parent chaperone. So like my mom came and I was with my friend. Like we stayed in a room together.
Y'all took the plane all the way?
Uh-uh. I think we took a bus, like a huge charter bus.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That made me think of like 5th grade. Remember 5th grade and like all the that was when you would go on trips like that.
Yes.
I never went on a trip that far when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
That's wow. That sounds so fun.
Yeah, no, it was definitely fun at the time. Definitely fun.
Have you been reading? I'm like totally going off on a tangent right now, but I'm just looking at this book right here that I never read. Have you been reading any like fashion material?
No, I haven't. I have the style book where it's just like images of like style from all over the world. It's just like different images in like different eras of time. So I've been looking through that recently, but I haven't been like reading. One of my friends has, Amira. She has my Alexander McQueen and John Galliano book. I've been wanting to read it because I never finished it. But that's the only fashion book I have other than the Andre Leon Talley book.
His book, the one that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? I feel like you might have told me before.
I never finished it. But it was basically talking about like his life, like as a child and how he grew up in the church and like his grandma was like a huge influence on him in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And then him like coming up here and meeting Diana Freeland. Like she was kind of like his mentor for a minute. So it's kind of just like a memoir, I guess, about
I
his
think he got into too, like Anna, like what her name is, Anna Winter. Like he talks about.
I haven't even made it to that part, girl.
I
never
don't
made it there.
but that's why that would show. Well, multiple things show you that you can't trust social media. But like literally, I don't know. I'm just like I see him at the Met Gala, like he's been in Vogue so long. Like you said when Diana Freeland was there. Is it Diana or Diane?
I think it's Diane.
Diane. When Diane, he's seen the evolution of Vogue. So I would think that him and Anna Wintour would be right hand. And just, hearing him talk about how they weren't like that.
Yeah.
Like he don't even get invited to her house. Like, I don't even know if he'll get an invitation to the Met. I would think that how legendary he is in fashion and just off of he was just a fashion encyclopedia. Off of that, like, he should definitely have been invited to any and everything fashion. So I'm just like, that's crazy. Like he wasn't even invited to the Met some years. Like,
yeah. Well, I feel like Vogue in general has had like their like very controversial moments and just controversial values, I
Mm,
guess, in general. So it's like it doesn't surprise me.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't, but it's just like, damn, that's
But it's
crazy.
crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Yeah.
Have you been listening to any? Well, first of all, what fashion book have you been reading or into?
I haven't been reading any fashion books.
Okay.
I have been reading that same trap feminism book.
Hmm.
I need to finish that. But I like to look through this sometimes.
Yes, you do have that.
My friend got it for me for Christmas.
Ah, so good.
It's so good, G. Well, you got to come over here and look through it, G,
I do.
because you would obsess. Like it goes through all the years. See, I love this book from 1989 to 2009. So it goes all through all
I
of it.
love it.
My first little real fashion book. And I just put it right on the table because I want to be taking care of stuff.
It is a coffee table book.
Yeah, I just need to get a coffee table.
Dollar a day with your special.
Wow, you heard him?
I have heard of Kevin Aquan.
Wow.
I didn't know he had a book though. Also, Andre definitely should have been on the cover of Vogue.
Definitely, like, come on. Are you
When
serious?
he died, he should have been on the cover. Like that should have been a no-brainer.
Okay.
No brainer.
Yeah. I'm like, that's how they do
They
you.
did him dirty. They did him dirty.
That's how they do you. That's why it's just like I be like, damn, I need to network more. I need to, and granted, we all need to network more, but if shit don't work out or if the vibe not right with certain people that can get you certain places or whatever, I just like, man, whatever. I mean, like you said, I'm gonna get there when I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna get there. So
Right. Like it don't matter how, but I'm gonna make it.
it's just like something like that. Like I said, he paved the way not only for black people, white people too, like in fashion. So it's just like he should have
Mhm.
been, like you said, the cover of Vogue.
It's
Yeah.
just, it's interesting living in New York and like seeing the scene culture, like the fashion scene culture in New York, and just like what it is versus what it's painted to be.
Yeah.
Like it's very interesting. I feel like to the point where I've had that moment of, interacting with people on the scene and working like when I was a stylist, like working with models and photographers. But honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Everyone is like, it's like smoke and mirrors. Like everyone is like trying to portray themselves as more than they actually are.
It's like, what do you do? And people love asking, what do you do? I'm a creative and
It's
you know what I noticed?
what?
Some of like the big, I've hung out with some people. I'm not, of course, I would never name names, but like big time stylists, big time people who be kind of like, I don't know, and they be like, can you swipe me in? And I'm like, you ain't got to swipe.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
But then you gotta remember, like in fashion, like people really don't be getting paid, or people really don't.
People I feel like people will spend their life savings on an outfit and not have any fucking morals on the inside and no money in their bank account. They literally will sell their soul for fashion up here. And I don't know if that's fashion in general. I don't know if that's how it works in Europe or like in other countries or even in LA. I don't know how it works there, but I know in New York, it's like smoke and mirrors here.
Crazy.
The point
Somebody,
where it's like I don't even see the need. Like, if a genuine connection is formed from someone in the fashion industry, cool. But it's
mm,
very rare. Very, very rare.
girl, you know what's crazy? I was gonna do a video entitled "The Reason Why I Don't Have Fashion," or the reason why most of my friends aren't into fashion, or why I prefer to have friends that's not into fashion.
Hmm. Hmm.
Or unless it's like somebody like you who just really appreciate, the quality, that the back end of fashion, not just for like the flex of it all, but you appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like the flexers, like for instance, people that wear like Rick Owens head to toe every day and like
Yeah.
totally into like that whole whatever. But then you can put people in a box too, and I know that, and I don't. But obviously, if you're really into fashion, it's a vanity aspect to it, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what part you're coming from. But I don't know. I feel like people that's into fashion, it's just like I'm into fashion. So what can we learn from each other? You know,
Right, right.
oh, for instance, in finance, for instance, in I don't know. But then I would be,
Mm-hmm.
I don't never like pick people like based off of what they do, but I am naturally more interested and just more attracted to people that is opposite, that know something different than I know.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Also,
oh, that's so interesting. Like I live and breathe fashion on my own. So it's just like,
yeah,
so,
I don't know. I feel like some people have an appreciation for fashion and then some people just like the image of what it's cracked up to be and they try and live that lifestyle, but it's not that.
yeah, exactly.
Because it's really more of like it's like I get it. Fashion can be very materialistic if you don't look at it from like the perspective of like, oh, this is beautiful art, you know? Like some people just look at it like, ooh, designer, label, this, that. Like I look cool. That's all I want to be.
Yeah,
But underneath that is so many insecurities. Like, girl, the people who are like that people really love, like are so insecure when you meet them in person and they literally have nothing to talk about other than, well, these Rick Owens shoes I got on my feet. Like they really don't be having nothing to talk about. It's kind of
um,
I know what you mean, like trying to be alternative.
yeah. Have you seen that meme when it was like people be trying to be different so bad?
Have you seen that, you know, the Drewski video?
Wait, what?
It's like a Drewski video, and he's literally like, fuck, I forgot the name of it. But it was like when you're trying to be so different, and it was like, ah, he's like yelling and doing all this random ass shit.
He like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's like, people
Yo,
be trying
it
to be
really be like
misunderstood so bad.
that.
I'm like, that is so goddamn true. But yeah, like even walking through Soho, I'll be like, damn, they got and it just, although I'm firm on my values when it comes to fashion, is I buy out of necessity. Like that's the only reason why I buy what I buy is because I have
Yeah.
a need for it. It's like I want a lot of things, even during like this Essence sale. You know, everybody like, what you gonna do in Essence sale? And I'm like, I don't know, kind of like, damn, what am I getting from the Essence sale? But then I'm like, do I even need something from the Essence sale?
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
truly no. Truly, I don't have a need for anything. I have shoes, I have clothes, you know,
Yeah.
and enough, and they're nice. And now I'm just like, you gotta wear it.
Right. Right.
My thing is like, damn, I wanted a good blazer. I got a good blazer, you know.
Mhm.
But that's also because I guess I'm not where I want to be financially. I feel like once I start making more money, I wonder where my fashion will go then, you know?
Yeah. Same. Because then you can really like you have more money to experiment, you know,
Yeah.
and just buy like pieces that you really wanted.
Yeah. But then it's like, what would I really get? You know, it's like people in New York wear stuff down to the point where I'm tired of seeing it.
You talking about like trendier pieces,
Yes.
like Bottega
It's
boots?
like for instance, like the Bottega, like even with like
I
new,
literally just said that the Bottega puddle boots. I see them everywhere.
I'm not
Everywhere.
gonna lie, I still gonna want a pair, but that just goes
Me
to show
too.
you how much I've seen them.
Me
Cause
too.
I didn't even want them at first.
Right. No, honestly, same. Honestly, the reason I want them is because my best friend ended up getting them for her birthday. And I was like, those are so cute on you. And I like how you wear those. Those are really
Yes. They
cute.
are really cute. And at first I'm like, that's not practical. But it is practical because it's a rain boot.
Yeah.
So
But you could also get a pair of hunter boots.
exactly that part. Which you know what? Thank you, Patra. Thank you, Patrick, for grounding me right there in that second. Because you so right about that. You so right about that.
You can get a pair of hunter boots. You can get a pair of Bally. Like,
Somebody tried to come at me because I'm like, I had came at the Balenciaga SS trainers.
uh-huh.
videos, and they're like, you don't even know, like your replicas are like, just a copy of like the other
Really?
of the German sneaker or whatever. And I'm like, I know that,
Right.
but I feel like some remakes or some like the luxury part version of some items that was already done before are better than the original, obviously, because it's just gonna be made with better materials, all that type of stuff. But
Right.
yeah, I was saying that the SS, those big chunky Balenciaga ones.
Mhm.
I was saying that those are like they not worth it. Like they made in China. Like you might as well literally go get you a pair of Nikes. But
Mhm.
I'm like saying the same thing about the replicas in comparison to the original. It's not the same because I've seen the German trainer up close and it's literally flimsy. Like I understand it's
Mhm.
original, but shoot, the replicas are sturdy. They're cushioned sole. Like
Yeah, no, they're
it's
good to walk in.
exactly. So it's
Yeah.
just like that is not the same.
Yeah.
But
I have
I
a
do
question for
like the
you.
experience of like the puddle boot, huh?
I have a question for you too.
Yeah.
So, I have those cutout Margiela sneakers. I thrifted them. Are those like considered replica? Because when I looked them
Wait,
up,
the ones that I have you thrifted?
I'm gonna show you. They're literally like the
Dude,
cutout.
I'm gonna be like, whoa. You finna have to sell me these, Patrick, if you got these. I'm telling you.
They're these. Are these considered a replica?
Oh, yes. High
Okay.
top.
Because I'm like, they look like a replica. Like they have the same look, but I'm like, when I look them up, it just says like high top cutout Margiela. Like they're on the real and stuff.
Yeah.
And they literally say like high top. Like
Pretty
they
sure
don't say replica.
I'm pretty sure it's high top replica.
Okay. I was just curious. I just wanted to know.
No, can I see the front of them?
Uh-huh. They're dirty. I'm about to take them to a cobbler and get them clean. But they're like this.
Or I don't know, because the front of the toe is a little bit different.
Okay. So maybe it's just like a high top Margiela.
Yeah, but those are fire.
Thank you.
That's
I
like
just wanted to
that's
know.
like
But what you were saying something about another sneaker
what was
before
it?
I said that. Were you talking about the Balenciaga again?
No, I was I saying something. Oh no, I was saying like back on that topic, but the puddle boot and like
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
hiker boot, they're both rubber boots,
Right.
more than what you can do with rubber. So I think I'm gonna get 100 boots instead of Bottega. You are so right about that.
Get you a good hunter boot quality.
And a good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mac is so right talking about the influencers.
Which one? Oh.
Mac when they said, yeah, there's no uniqueness. This is so true. I feel like once influencers reach a certain like once they get to a certain level, like on a mass scale, there's no uniqueness. They're all buying the same things. And I don't know if that comes from the fact that they have the money to buy these trendy pieces or if it's the fact that they kind of made it to the top. Because what I've noticed is that influencers who started out with like Shein hauls and wearing a bunch of AliExpress clothes, like doing these huge hauls, they tend to blow up because they have like massive amounts of clothes that they buy at once and people love like more, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
then once they start making the money to afford pieces, they're still kind of in that like mindset of, okay, well, I have money now, so let me go buy the trendy pieces because they don't really know. Like, there's no foundation in terms of like high quality fashion. It's more of, I went from doing massive Shein hauls, massive AliExpress, whatever hauls, pretty little thing. Now I have the money to go buy puddle boots and Rick Owens, and now I'm gonna wear this
Which
because
really is just like they're following the trends. It's like
yeah,
people look to them because they are, now having this desire aspect of having the expensive things and stuff like that. But yeah, that's true. There's no foundation. It's just like they basically buying whatever Jada Cheese or like
yeah,
Ari is wearing. So yeah,
yeah,
that is so true. And that's what I find too. That's why I be like, damn, like people that be just like designer head to toe obviously just don't phase me, like or please my taste. So it's
Mhm.
like, I don't know, that's so easy to do.
Yeah.
But where's you in it?
So really, what is the influence? Like, is the influence the selling of a dream of like buying? Because it's like, what really is the influence?
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like people, those videos, like those Shein hauls on TikTok that are like they buy. You saw one girl bought like $1,000 or something worth of Shein. It was like a huge ass box bigger than her that was delivered to her house. Millions of views on it, and now it's like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure now she can afford to buy a Balenciaga bag or like whatever she wants to buy, but the influence isn't built off of a real foundation.
Yeah.
So, what are you influencing people to do?
But I feel like really, especially in America, people just like stuff that look cute. You
Mm,
know, people just like look cute. People, a lot of people, the masses of people don't care where it comes from.
mhm,
And it's like if you can film yourself a certain way, doing things a certain way, and you can like keep up with this whole persona.
mhm,
Because I feel like I don't know, those are the people that have like the masses of following. But people like us, I feel like we grow steadily, but we build like a loyal following, and
mhm.
that following is like there to stay. As opposed to like these people, like you said, who are built off like no foundation when it comes to fashion, and it's just doing and buying the hottest thing, and yeah,
Oh,
this is America.
right.
What is this? Everyone in the 60s and 70s was fly. Yes. I feel like New York has definitely had its times, and every time, every era was fly.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man, you must be new to us. That's all we love that.
Yeah, no, I love to upcycle.
Yeah.
Sometimes it depends on what it is, though. Because if I'm buying some like one of a kind piece, then I just try and like take it to the tailor or something to get it fixed, other than trying to upcycle it myself. Cause
Oh
y'all, I ain't got time to mess up nothing.
yeah.
But I'm trying to use my sewing machine more because when I buy things secondhand, some things have rips, some things are torn, and I can save that money going to the tailor and just fix it myself.
I've been thinking about that, but it gives me such anxiety. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the trailer. I'm not trying to mess up this expensive pan or whatever.
Right. I would love to upcycle more though. Like, you follow the lineup,
I've heard of
like
it.
Julia Dang.
I've heard of it, I feel like.
She upcycles thrifted things. Like she upcycled, I think it was like one of those like mesh tops that she had thrifted, and she made it into like a Kim Shui like dress. Like it
Mm.
was the same material.
Wait, is she white?
No, she is. I think she's Vietnamese, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. No, I never heard of her.
Yeah, but she does. She does the upcycling. Yes, everyone got 4 to 10 Chanel bags and about 3 to 5 Birkins.
And to me, it's just such a display of wealth. Like I don't care. Once I speak into existence. Once I am a millionaire, I still wouldn't buy Chanel. I still wouldn't buy Louis Vuitton. Like I still wouldn't, because those or Birkin. Like I would never, unless it's like a old beat up. Like if I get a Birkin, like I'm literally gonna stomp it in the ground, like
Mhm.
that type of a thing. But
It's just like,
so
I
wealth.
personally, yeah, I guess that's what it is. Because it's like, first of all, Chanel to me, depending, like, I have one Chanel piece and it's so nice. Like, I love it. But outside of that, it's like Chanel's kind of boring to me.
And it's vintage too. The pieces you have, it's
Yeah.
just like yes, but outside of like vintage Chanel, vintage all those types of household name brands,
Hmm.
like the new stuff is just so like showy offy, like especially like Dolce and
Oh, God, yeah. Dolce had its time. I'll say
it's
that.
still having a time.
You said what?
I say it's still having a time.
Yeah. Mm.
And I'm just like, why is all these celebrities still wearing Dolce? Like, it's crazy.
I forgot they dressed everyone right for Courtney's wedding. I
Yes,
forgot about
yes.
that. I forgot about that. Shiloh, yes, Julia does have her own brand. I think it's called like Dang something. I don't know, but she definitely has some cute pieces. They're like very futuristic, and her lookbooks, 10 out of 10. That girl has the best, like I say, the best lookbooks on YouTube.
Wait, who?
Julia Dang from the lineup. You need to look at her channel.
Oh, wait, the one she be like reading little things, like da 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 da.
She literally will not even be talking, but one of her friends is a graphic designer, so it will look like she's in like a futuristic world. Like she'll use a green screen. She'll be in a futuristic world, and she'll just be like spinning on like a platform and like switching outfits. Or one, she literally did like a video game, and like she was clicking on pieces, and it was just changing her outfits, and she's just standing there as if she's like a doll. It's like crazy.
Dang, I gotta check that out for sure.
Yeah, no, she's great. I love her channel. Love her.
What up, Pama Dude? I know, I be saying that too, like looking at our names. They are.
They really are. It's like switched.
Yeah.
Like if my name was Kiera Patra,
Yeah.
or if your name was Patra
It's like
Kiera.
trippy. And our names is trippy. What was I about to say? Damn, what was we just talking about?
Upcycling.
No, we was talking about something different. I was gonna say something else.
What you talking about? You talking about New York style influence?
I don't even know. What do you have? What time is it? I'm hungry. Did you eat already?
I just put it to the side.
Oh.
You picked up anything new in the past week?
I'm actually gonna talk about it in my video. Actually, I had recorded it, but it's this Helmet Lang pants that was gifted to me.
Yeah.
Girl,
You talked about it last week.
Yeah.
You talked about it last week.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I literally, it's so crazy because I was gonna say I don't even have it with me because yesterday it was raining, so I left all the clothes that I bought at work. I bought this Helmet Lang denim jacket from 1997.
That is what I'm trying to find.
Girl,
It's the vintage Helmet Lang for me.
1997, and it's so.
What is it? The one with the cuffs?
It does have cuffs.
Like long cuffs?
They're like they go about here, I'd say, because I have a white Helmet Lang jacket, but it's a little oversized. This one is more fitted. Like it looks like it's made for a petite body. It's perfect in every way. Perfect in every way.
I'm already going.
I'm like, that's the year I was born. At first I was gonna put it back because yesterday I sold a bunch of clothes into my job because sometimes when my wardrobe gets too crowded, I'm like, okay, I need to edit. I need to get rid of some things because most times I only like to keep a certain amount of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I just sold a bunch of stuff and I had that jacket on my holds and I was going to put it back. And I was like, I can't. I tried it on. I was like,
no.
I had to buy it.
I got to see it. Can I see? You get such at work.
Yes, at work. I'll probably make a video on it.
I gotta see. I cannot wait to see that.
You would definitely love it.
Yeah.
That's
what I was gonna say. You talk about I don't know. I gotta see that girl you were just talking about, Paige. But your style videos is next level. I'm just like, Patra really put it on. Like that video that you had. I think he was in that studio.
Oh yes.
I was like, what? Like every look is like banger, banger, banger.
Thank you.
Like the way you put pieces together is like a science to it, and like not everybody can do that. Like I cannot put looks. That's why I'm a minimalist. Out of just, I can't put it on like that. So I just like, man, this is truly inspiration.
Thank you. Yeah. Honestly, most times it's just random. Oh, I can't show y'all this one top. I don't think I've showed it yet. Let me
Let's
show
see.
it. It's so cute, and I don't know where I'm gonna wear it, but I love it. I've actually had it for a minute too. I don't know if I put it in any of my videos. It's like this ostrich.
What?
Isn't it so cute?
Patra, this is everything.
I don't know where I'm going in this, but it's just so
Dinner, like
cute.
anywhere. That's
It's so
amazing.
cute.
Is it like a brand or is it just vintage?
Just vintage. It was only $15.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think of wearing like on bottom?
I'm still trying to figure it out. I could definitely see like a brown leather pant with it and like some sandal heels. That would be cute.
Or a mini skirt.
Definitely a mini skirt too, yeah.
Skirt too.
I have a black leather mini skirt that I could wear with it. That would be cute.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, I just sitting in my closet, honestly. I haven't even worn it. And also it's like, where am I going in it? I need an occasion to wear it.
Make places up to go. Shoot. Also, you know what I want to get into?
What?
The like opera scene. The like.
Oh yes, yes. If you go, let me know because I want to go.
Okay, we should plan that for real, because I be talking to people about it and like everybody like it's a total vibe.
Okay, no, we can definitely go. We can go to a ballet.
Yeah.
Have you been to any like Broadway plays?
No, I've never been to one in my life. Actually, I think the last play that I went to was honestly when I was a kid. Like I went to this like really like folky art show. I don't know if that's like a thing, but it was like these Finnish people like acting like they were monkeys and stuff. That's the closest I've gotten to a Broadway.
Okay.
Have
so
you?
we should go. I haven't been to a Broadway play. My dad works at a theater though, so it's like I could definitely get tickets. I just
Are you
don't
serious?
Mm-hmm. He works at a theater and they own like a bunch in Times Square. So we could definitely go to a play.
Okay, let's like literally look into this week. Yeah.
Because that would be fun.
There you gotta be dressed.
Yeah.
You gotta be dressed.
And then we can look into operas. We could go to some. There's a lot to do in New York, and I swear I haven't been taking advantage of anything. I've just been working.
Same. But we got to make time to have fun.
Because we could go to like they have this app where you can look at different art galleries. To go to like art openings or art shows. That would be kind of cool.
I would love to do that. And then drink too while you're just enjoying like a live show. You just feel so good. Well, that sounds like such a vibe.
Okay, so let's plan that out. Let's do that. Because I really just be at home.
Max said, do you have pictures of that jacket?
Please share photos. I don't have any. Let me see if I can find it online. I probably can.
This little wench.
Oh, I see the one you're talking about. That one's fire. With the cuffs.
Yeah. I just want like that's the Canadian suit I want is a freaking vintage Helmut Lang Canadian suit. Hey, babe. Connor.
Yeah.
Is it food for me too?
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you bring me some?
You want a vegetarian sausage with it?
Yes, please.
I don't see it. I will, when we do the live next week, I will definitely make sure to include it. And also I will make a video because I need to make a updated like haul video since I just traded a bunch of stuff and got a bunch of new stuff.
And if y'all don't follow Patra, or if you're just into like style, videos in general or just vintage clothing and you're not following Patrick, you tweaking. Because Patrick got those pieces. Like I'm telling you, you need to start loaning your pieces out. Like I'm so serious. Like I'm pretty sure people
I'm
would pay
thinking
$1,000
about,
to wear for a night.
yeah, I'm thinking about doing that for sure.
Like you have the wardrobe for sure to do that.
After the Versace dress, I was like, all right. Once I did my research on that dress,
And I seen it too on your page, coming down the runway too.
Linda Evangelista.
Period.
I was just honestly in awe.
You
I
could have
was
worn
like,
a dress.
okay.
You could have worn that dress. Like
True.
probably just too many made.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Do you
yeah,
be getting these for like insane prices too?
it's like it's to the point where it becomes like an adrenaline rush. Because I
Yes.
find so many pieces, which is why, in order for me to not like spend an entire paycheck, I'll trade in like pieces that I know I might have just bought that are like cheaper, or I'll go to the Goodwill outlets and I'll spend like $40 and make like $100 or $150 depending on what I get, and then I'll use that money to buy new pieces because the pieces I'm getting normally I can get a bunch of pieces and they don't cost over like $150 or like $200.
Yeah.
So I have to do that or else I would literally be broke because it's every day I'm seeing something insane and I just, girl, I don't even know. It's fun. Like, it's fun working at my job, but also I can't be there forever. Like, it's not going to supply my lifestyle living in Soho in a penthouse, but it's cute for the Soho penthouse closet.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Yeah.
Telling you, I be looking at your halls like, damn, I want to go there, but I look, Patrick, I got it all.
When I tell you there's more than enough, like, especially recently, it's been so busy. Like, there's been so many buys, probably like 100 buys or more a day, filled with things like that Versace dress. I told you last week, like, I got that in a stylist buy. Like, a stylist just came and sold a bunch of stuff that they just had, like, in their inventory. I guess, like, they were just overflowing with stuff. But there's always something. That's why I can't have everything that I see, but I want it all. It's like I want it all, but I don't get it all because I know like something else is gonna come in.
Yeah, that makes
I don't need. I've tried to get myself out of the mindset of like I need everything. If it's like a one of a kind piece, I will definitely hop on it. But yeah. I finally have a pleats please top on my holds. Finally. It's like white and it's mesh and it's like a high neck kind of.
I know which one you talking about. Long sleeve or short?
Long sleeve.
Fire.
Finally. No pleats please ever looks right on me. Ever. That was the first piece.
That's what, yeah, I feel the same way. Because when I was at the Real, like we would get them in and like I'm like, I need a brand new one because the newest ones for me wasn't working out. But anyway, what was I about to say? Oh, I seen this freaking dude in Soho today. He had like jogger, he had the shirt and like the little joggers. I'm just like that, it was just everything. It was, and he was wearing like little basic little sneakers. And I'm just like, this is so perfect for just around the city. Because please it's so bouncy and flowy.
Exactly.
Goals.
I saw a guy on the train 2 days ago who had on some purple like pleats please pants. They were so fire. And he just had on a t-shirt and sneakers with it. And it looked amazing.
Love it.
But it's like every time I try on pleats please, I be looking crazy. Like I don't know what it is. Especially the button downs, I can't. They don't look right on me.
Yeah.
But
for me, I have shorts. I think that's the only thing I've ever, and like I got one top. I don't think I've ever, and then like a couple other tops that I've tried. But I want to try the pants. You're right. Like I want to try the pants. Have you tried any of the pants? I wonder how they fit.
I have, but they just didn't they weren't for me. I don't
Mm.
know. I feel like please, please, I have to be really specific with the piece. Like it's taken me this long to get a please, please piece that looks right on my body.
Yeah,
But it always looks good on people. Always.
always,
Always looks
always.
good.
You can never go wrong. Actually, I'm gonna wear my little shorts tomorrow. You talking about it? It's gonna be.
There you
Is it?
go. I
Is
think
this
it's gonna
summer yet?
be, yeah, I say so. For New York. Anytime it's 70 for a long time, I feel like it's summer in New York.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I also have this vintage, like Vivian Tam pleated, like zip up top that's purple and black that I just put it on my holds. But that piece, I love Vivian Tam. Vivian Tam is like one of my favorites.
Wait, is she a black designer?
No, she is, I don't know if she's Japanese. I don't want to say that if she's not
Oh,
Japanese. But you know that brown mesh dress that I have that I wore on my Instagram page? Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I ended up letting my mom have it. I can still keep it in the family. Like I
what?
can't get rid of it, but I'm gonna give it to my mom because she
You
would
and your
wear it.
mom can share clothes? Well.
If it's like a dress or something, I'll just give it to her.
Mm.
Some pieces I just can't let go completely. But it's this one. This is
Oh,
Vivian
mom, remember
Tam.
that dress?
Hmm?
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
I told her to get a slip to go
Period.
under it. But yeah, so that's Vivian Tam. She has a lot of good pieces.
I gotta look into her.
I feel like you would like her stuff.
Is her whole aesthetic like knits and stuff like that?
She has like a bunch of different stuff. Like she has let me see, I'm about to show you. You would definitely know this piece if I show you. It's like this Mao style dress. I'm about to show you. It kind of
MIA.
reminds me of Gautier in a way.
Okay.
Like her pieces are like this. I'm about to show you this dress right here. This is like one of the most popular dresses or collections. You ever seen this?
I don't think so. I want to say I've never
No?
seen it.
Yeah, I say this is like one of her most popular collections, but such a great piece.
Mm-hmm.
So she has a lot of pieces that are like mesh, just flowy, so pretty.
And it's not super expensive. Expensive.
Exactly.
Expensive.
This dress is this dress is probably the most expensive. The one with the faces all over it.
Oh yeah, I
Like
can
I
see
don't
it.
even know
How
where
much
to
is
find it.
it going for?
Well, this one on eBay is 5,000.
Sheesh.
Right. But I feel like it's like this print specifically is expensive. Like this one is 2,200 from 1995.
Mallory says she has some Vivian Tam Crocs.
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 Oh, I didn't even know Vivian Tam had Crocs. But yeah, definitely one of my faves.
Did y'all get Yeezy Gap? I wish.
Yeah, I didn't get no Yeezy Gap.
No, I didn't get none. I don't know. It's like Kanye stuff is so hyped up, and it's just like I don't even try.
Right. Jeremy
Jeremy
said I'm
said,
tired of Kanye. I said, all right now, you got a Kanye stand right here.
okay. But it's
You
I respect people who don't. I respect people who don't like Kanye or whatever. But it's like crazy that I feel like so many people now it's just like Kanye haters will still wear Yeezys. They still wear the Yeezys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how? when you
I feel like
supporting
after watching the documentary, I liked Kanye more. It was so funny because I watched the documentary when I went back to North Carolina, and my aunt, like while I was watching it, my aunts were over, and my aunt was like watching it too. And by the end of it, she was like, "That's my baby. Kanye is my baby." Mind
Oh,
you, my cousin was like, "But when we was in the car, you were just talking shit about her. You said you ain't like him. You hated him." She was like, "I know, but after watching this, I changed my mind."
yes, because you seen a different side of him. You just seen the
Yeah.
true, young man from Chicago that loved his mom and was brought up to
Mhm.
respect people. You could tell like but like most artists, especially in the music realm, like you are forced to put on some type of an image and perhaps have some type of persona about you.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
it was just like watching that documentary. First of all, it was amazing. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all should check it out. But
Mhm.
it was like he was so close to his mom. I can't even imagine having so much like limelight and like being so famous and then losing like someone that is that close to you. Like they were like this. And it's
Yeah.
like after she died, he kind of just snapped. I don't
Which
know.
it makes sense that you
Yeah.
would, being that close to a person.
And
But
then, you're around people who are clearly around you because of who you are and your money and what you can do for them. Like, once you reach that height of celebrity, don't nobody care about what you got going on,
you
your
for
mental
real.
health. No one
Mm.
cares about you for real. Like, it's all about the image.
If anything, they promote them going crazy or like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they like that.
that way.
So, it's kind of sad.
Interesting. You got sugar?
Huh?
Sugar?
No, you don't need sugar.
Mm-hmm. Look at my dinner tonight, guys.
What you eating?
Oh shoot, I don't know if you see.
Ooh.
Favorite sausages, rice, and kale and tomato.
Ooh. They look good. Oh, wow. I see the green
Mhm.
ATM Crocs now. I never knew there were green ATM Crocs.
Look it up.
Hmm?
You should look it up.
I did. I'm gonna show y'all.
Mallory, you be having some pieces. If you still in here, Mallory, I want to know what Mallory look like in real life.
Somebody is doing fireworks outside. These are cute.
It's close enough to 4th of July, I guess.
Take that shit.
I guess it's June 2nd. Those are cool. You have any brands that you've been into?
That's exactly what I expected those shoes to look like. Honestly, I've still been stuck on go. Ooh, Casual, can you pull up the line by K?
The line by care.
You go on the site.
Shiloh said, "Are those bags under your eyes genetics, or do you not sleep?" Both. Honestly, both. I don't sleep. I just work. Oh, I got the dress too, Sierra.
Which dress? Oh, the line. You got it here.
Hmm?
You got it present.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think it's sharing the screen.
I'm just obsessed with this website. Like, I look at this website like Instagram, low key. It's just so aesthetically pleasing to me.
Yeah, no, it is. I was looking at one of the tops. Yeah, like I really like this, like the skirt
Mm-hmm.
set, and these tops are so cute.
So
Um,
freaking cute.
I love, I
And
love.
like the little midi dresses.
Like the perfect basics.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had this color, the orange one.
Fire. Which blue? I want to know.
It's like this, kind of. Hold on, I'm about to show you. I said I just saw it on here. These tanks are so cute too.
I'm gonna get both of them.
Yeah, those tanks are so cute. I have this one. It's like this blue. But I like the orange one better, but you know, this is just what came in, so
Regardless, it's gonna serve body.
yeah, no, it's so cute. And these tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I love.
With a little baggy pair of jeans or something, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's the designer?
Carla Derez. I love her too. I was telling you she had a YouTube channel.
You did tell me that, but you said she don't post on it as often.
Mm. She a mama.
So freaking good. And a businesswoman. She got a whole clothing brand.
Right.
This is fire. I love a little mock neck moment.
So I was thinking about getting that top, the one in the middle, and chartreuse with like this orange skirt. You
This
think?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this top is everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm just obsessed with the brand. And the fabrics that she uses, like rayon mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually I would never get a rayon piece, but these are good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this too. That's so pretty.
What's
That's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I say the dress I have is like around, it's like that blue.
That's cute.
Okay. Oh, I like this one too. I just like that one shoulder look, but a bodysuit, I'm not a bodysuit girl. I think my torso is too long.
I like the ones that they unbutton, but they be uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, it's like I like the ones that unbutton, but still, like I need some breathing room down there.
Period.
I feel like whenever I wear a bodysuit, I don't know, I'm just so tall. My torso is long. Like 2 hours in, it's clipped for me.
I get it because it's like really tight.
Yeah, like it's too tight.
Yeah.
Why did you get me on here? Because now I'll be scrolling.
Girl, I know. That's how I'll be.
Now I really feel like I need everything.
I'm gonna get at least 3 or 4 more pieces because I'm just like she has the perfect little things that if you just want to like throw something on real quick, or the pieces that you need to pair with other pieces, like those are especially the tops.
Yeah. I feel like I have a lot of bottoms, but I need more tops.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what movie I watched this week that gave me so much style inspo? Swordfish.
What?
Halle Berry and Swordfish, 10 out of 10.
Is it a scary movie?
No, it's like an action movie. It's like these hackers. It was like one of those early 2000s movies. Halle Berry, she's in it, but it's like about these hackers who are trying to steal this money from a bank, and like the US government is involved. It's like a whole scenario, but it's so good. It has John Travolta, Halle Berry, the guy from what's that movie? X-Men.
Okay.
It's so good, so good, so good. But her looks for everything. And it was like the dress that one of the dresses that she had on in the movie. It's like this blue dress. Hold on.
Halle Berry in the 90s was just everything in general. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Her, Nia Long.
So good. Let me see if I can find images of her in this blue dress. Have you been watching any new shows or movies?
You're gonna call me a cornball. But like the love shows, like of the Ultimatum.
Are you talking about like the reality TV shows?
Mm-hmm. Like the Ultimatum, Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
It's like clearly like acting, but it just gets me. It's just, and it's so, I don't know, it's a tearjerker for me.
I used to watch Love is Blind. Like I watched that.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Did you see the finale?
I only watched the first season.
Girl.
Is the second season good too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, some of the stuff, I'm just like, no way you finna like that black couple. I'm like, no way you finna leave this beautiful black woman, attitude or not, for this basic girl.
Oh God, I gotta watch it. I put on sunscreen because I've been trying to help with my hyperpigmentation, but it be irritating my eyes sometimes.
What?
The sunscreen. I can't even find the photo of the dress, y'all, but just watch the movie, Swordfish. It's so good if you haven't already watched it. And it's like, I remember my mom watching it back like in the 2000s, but I wasn't comprehending anything back then.
Same. You definitely got to go back and rewatch the movies that you watched growing up.
Yeah, for real.
Even like the little kitty movies. Like, what's that one with the blue guy when he like inside of like the belly? That movie is so interesting, actually.
Oh my God. Fuck, what is the name of that movie?
Osmosis Jones.
Yes. Such a great movie.
That was a really good movie, actually. Yeah. But I think you ready to get out of here?
Yes, I'm ready to eat my Thai food.
I know, girl. I'm sitting here. I can't even hold back. I'm like, shit, I'm hungry.
All right, y'all. It's been real. I'm liking this. I think we should do it again next week. Why not?
Next week will be on Patra's channel, guys.
Yes.
Also, feel free to DM either of us for topics that you guys want us to talk about, or
definitely. Because we open everything. We just having an open conversation, honestly.
Yeah. Which I love being able to do this because it's like a release.
Yeah, no, it is. All right. Later.
Patra, I'm going to call you after I'm done eating.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.